Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Remember, I sometimes say that there's no smoke without fire. So when someone says, well, it's nothing to see here, everything is clear. No, everybody's doing all right, move on. That means something was there. Now, I don't know if it was something meaningful or not, but nevertheless, something was happening there. In this case, we have the Ukrainians coming out and saying that actually nobody's arguing with anybody in their administration or anything like that. Everything is just perfect. So this article from the Voice of Ukraine came today, August 18th, 2022, and this is the title: Rumors of conflict between General Staff and Zelensky administration, Russian propaganda, Defense Ministry said. So there were some rumors that there is some conflict between General Staff and Zelensky administration. Now, in a video that I made on Monday, last Monday, 3 days ago, whatever, I was talking about a general, Ukrainian general, who made some comments, and it seems like he's very popular. And then Ukrainian MP came out and say, I think that general was, he was called out and say, hey, what are you doing? You're just taking the spotlight of others. And let me read you that article that parts of it, I thought they are important, that would show that I thought on Monday, that there is a problem. There is an infighting over there in Ukraine, at the top level, between maybe the military and the rest. So this woman, you're gonna read, is just a spokeswoman. She comes out and said there's nothing, everything is okay over there. Tells me that what I maybe sniffed on Monday might be something there. That these guys have to come and say there's nothing wrong. So that article that I posted on August 15th, it was titled Ukrainian MP defends General Marchenko against jealous criticism from Defense Ministry. So it says here that this Marchenko, he's a general, he accomplished a few things over there in Ukraine, and then he made some comments. And then it says here that Marchenko said the reason for the criticism was, and I'm quoting, not about what the military should not talk about, but about the fact that there is a popular general among the people. So I've been saying this for some time, that Zelensky, Zmihal, and his little clique over there, they are definitely, helped / sponsored by outside forces that fuel this war and help, in my assessment, get to this point where we are right now with the Russians intervening over there in their special operation. So this guy says that I think that's a problem over here between the Ukrainians and the military, who actually has the power, not the politicians everywhere else. The military has the power. If they want to do, they clean the house, and there's no doubt about it. You can't stop them. So they have the power. The politicians can say no, don't come closer, and they come closer and take care of you. So you say, well, people don't think like that. That's exactly how it's ran. But it's in the sewer. That's where they operate, in the sewer, in the sewers and in the basements and shady. So we don't. Oh, wait a second. What's going on here? What do you think the military-industrial complex has? $780 billion just like that? Or FBI has so much that you don't even know how much they got? Because that's a lot of, and CIA, I'm sorry, it's just, there's resources and money given to them that they don't have to report where that's going because it's special operations, which I understand. So it says here that this general did not say anything abnormal, but this is what they say here, that they talk about media people being around those guys over there. And those are, so this MP, whose name is Kostenko, said Marchenko, who's the general, in his interviews had said the same thing that others had said before, but that they are, quote-unquote, media people in the president's office who understand what the popularity of a particular person means. What does that tell you? So there's media people that create this facade of Zelensky, the great general, the fantastic, fearless leader, and so on, and people buy it for that. Oh, yeah, that's what he is. And then we go back to this one with the rumors of conflict between general staff and Zelensky administration, Russian propaganda. I don't think it's Russia. Might be propaganda, but I think there's something occurring over there, because I don't think the generals, the military really wants to have their own people killed at any just like that, because those guys overseas want it done like that, and then the Russians are dying as well, and they're winning slowly by little. They're advancing and so on. So they cause so much destruction, and the military is like, wait a second, the only ones that are dying here are Ukrainians, not Zelensky's, not Zhmihal. They are okay over there. So I think that's the big problem. And there are probably some patriots, or maybe there are some people who commit treason. Yeah, traitors. They could be. The narrative was first revealed by Ukraine's SBU security service, which on August 2nd announced that it had exposed an organized group that had created a powerful bot farm to discredit the leadership of Ukraine. Bots, among other things, distributed content about an alleged conflict between the leadership of the president's office and the commander-in-chief of the armed forces of Ukraine. Well, I don't know. Remember the article that I just mentioned? And then it was like mildly put. It was not straight put. You don't have to show popularity. And then besides, the same article over there that I from Monday, the Monday article, also talks about this. He said, the general said, but he's okay about this. This MP said. He said, and I'm quoting the general, "If you don't want me to talk, I won't talk. My job is to defend the country. I will defend it." So if you want me to don't talk, don't talk. Yeah, it's the popularity contest here. So if you go back to the article from today, we have these guys who say that it's a conflict between leadership of President's office and the commander-in-chief of the armed forces of Ukraine. Well, according to Maliar, this is I think the woman here, Hannah Maliar. This narrative is entirely false. Not entirely. The deputy minister said that the tactical goal of the operation like this one is to spread the invaders' idea and to manipulate and they try to make it nice, manipulate the perception of events. That's true. The operational goal is to create. They say, okay, let me lecture to you here what you're supposed to understand out of this. Okay, I'm telling you. They just want you to think that we are having a quarrel here, but we're good, man. We're cool. We're good. Okay. To put it simply, if we quarrel among ourselves, it is easier to break and conquer us. Explained her, Maliar. Yeah, that's true, but you didn't convince me. This is what the enemy wants to achieve, so go back, go and work, go and fight, go and die. It's fine, we take care of stuff. Often manipulative messages during informational warfare attacks attracts a person's attention with their blatant headlines, which suddenly cause an explicit emotional reaction. She just tried to explain to the tards that actually is just people she also added that such reports usually cite uncertain and ambiguous sources. Right? That article that I mentioned was from I think the Ukrainska Pravda, so that's a Ukrainian source. So yeah, you can call it if you want ambiguous and uncertain, but yeah. So this is what's going on with I think there is something, and I think, as I said before, is the military. It is the native. Let's put it like this: native Ukrainians, that Ukrainians within Ukraine, who do not want to be used by these guys that are in charge of them at the orders of the guys that are outside of their country. And I think they sniffed that, and as I did the Mondays I think that Marchenko, the general, I suspect that he's going to be eliminated this way. He's either going to have an accident while on the front lines over there fighting, one, and a second, he was going to be probably arrested and charged with treason. I don't think that's the treason one, because that's military that are low rank, that know the issue, and if that happens, they probably know exactly that's just to get rid of this guy, eliminate the general. So the general will either just live by himself, that's blackmail, he has family, so that's the easiest way, and then the second one would be an accident. I don't know, a little poisoning, a little helicopter crash, a little missile falls on his command and the Russians are to blame, things like this. I think they're like at that point. I think the Ukrainians do not want those guys to lead them into fight through these guys. And besides, according to Shoigu, the Russian defense minister, the Ukrainian operation is all planned by Great Britain and United States. Is he lying? Possibly. Is he not lying? Possibly. But the way I see things like occurring, I think I'm inclined to believe that he's telling the truth here. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.